So the car's in the shop for the winter. Right now I just went through and took all the fiberglass shit off of it. Took all the side skirts off, over fenders off. Everything held up all right. The cutouts I made didn't rust like I was worried they were going to. And yeah, so I got some stuff going on this winter. First and foremost, I want to paint it. I want to put on some fresh body stuff, new over fenders, new side skirts, maybe front fenders, I'm not sure yet. Maybe a front bumper. And maybe do something under the hood, turbo, swap. Not entirely sure yet.
So right now I'm prepping to use one of my pop-up headlight covers as a test piece for my paint color. So I'm gonna get this prepped, paint it, and see if I like the color I've picked. So this is the finished product of that test piece. I didn't do a very good job painting it, but that is the color I'm gonna end up going with. I'm really happy with that. Can I help you, Brett?
No. The engine is pretty much ready to come out. I got the harness out, headers, fuel lines are off, you know, everything's off, power steering pump's off, transmission sensors. So pretty much all I need to do is unbolt it, unbolt the mounts and the trans mounts, and it should be good to come out here. I pulled the header off. You can see how completely mangled the header is. This is where I had to beat the shit out of it to get it to clear the steering column. As you can see, there's a giant hole in there from me doing that I thought I had patched, but clearly I didn't. And then the bottom of the header's pretty ground down just from scraping. This header, overall, horrible purchase. Don't buy cheap shit from China. Pay a bit more money to get some good shit. But yeah, other than that, hopefully engine comes out. Alright, engine's out of the car. Had a couple minor snags getting it out. I forgot to take the shifter off. I missed a couple connectors. Nothing too big. Other than that, it came out quite easy.
Make sure you highlight the strap.
The strap is going to break 100%. Drop my engine on the ground. So I'm going to put it down pretty quick here and then, I don't know, rebuild it or some shit. Brendan's impressed.
So impressed.
I did a one-man engine pull while these guys are doing a two-man brake job.
Yeah, two-man oil change. So
Two-man oil change.
yes, I'm just super impressed about the strap.
It has not yet snapped, but I'm going to put it down before it does.
3,000-pound strap. Actually, it's right on an 833-pound strap.
Now it's about a 600-pound strap.
Oh, slightly less than 833 pounds.
Yeah. And now you can see how incredibly crusty my transmission is. And how leaky my main seal is. Gross. So I got the transmission yanked off the engine. Clutch, flywheel, pressure plate all pulled off. Got it up on the stand. And now I'm tearing it down. So far got the fuel rails off. Next is the manifold. And then, yeah, accessories and shit like that. Alright, so that's the upper and lower manifold off. They came off pretty easy. Just a bunch of bolts and a couple studs connecting it to the head for the upper manifold, and then for the lower manifold, just 3 bolts connecting it to these mounting brackets. Yeah, next to pull off all this other bullshit. Alright, that's all the auxiliary stuff pulled off. Alternator, water pump, distributor, etc.
Minus the dipstick.
Minus the dipstick and the crank pulley. And now it's time to start pulling the head and etceteras off.
Yeah. Well, one day they'll get there. Hey-o, got her.
But for now, this is not good.
So I took the front timing cover off and the valve cover. My camshafts and everything looked to be in pretty good shape. A bit of like oil buildup down in here, but nothing too bad. Took my main pulley off. You can see it looks like my front main is leaking, so my engine might have benefited from a rebuild anyways. And yeah, now I got to take the front timing cover off, or the bottom timing cover off, and then I should be able to take the timing chain out and pull the camshafts out and pull the head off, and then start getting into the fucking internals. Engine's torn down about as far as it needs to be right now. I got the lower timing cover off. I got the oil pan off. Any further and I pretty much have to pull the head off, pull the cams out. I don't really need to do that until I actually have a rebuild kit. So I'm going to hold off on that for now. Probably going to end that video here. Stay tuned. Next time I'll keep pulling this engine apart, put it back together, and slap a big dirty turbo on it.